Hey guys, thanks for tuning back into my channel. Today I have a video that I'm very excited about. I think I'm actually excited about all of my videos, but this one is going to be my first time doing makeup on camera. Today I'm going to be doing a full face first impression with all drugstore makeup. So I went into Ulta the other day and went into their drugstore section and just picked up a bunch of stuff that's really affordable, stuff that I've never tried before, some stuff I've heard of, some stuff I haven't, and I thought it would be fun to put it all on camera for you guys. So if you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you would like to see more videos from me, please subscribe to my channel. I'm gonna jump right in and not talk anymore because I'm trying to shorten my videos because I know I can be very long-winded. So let's jump right in. So first I'm going to prime my face, and I'm going to use the NYX Born to Glow Illuminating Primer. And this says a primer that gives the face a luminous glow while targeting dull skin for a brighter, more radiant appearance. I definitely prefer luminous dewy skin as opposed to matte skin, but the foundation I'm trying out today is actually matte, but I thought it would be nice to see if I can kind of dewy it up a little bit with a primer. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this all over my face. I use my fingers when applying primer. Oh wow. So it definitely does give the skin a nice radiance. It has a nice glow to it, but the foundation I'm going to be using for this look is the Maybelline Matte and Poreless. This is in the shade 228 Soft Tan. This might be a little dark for me now. When I bought this, I had spray tanned a few days before, so I was pretty tan, and I've exfoliated a lot since then, so I'm not sure if this is gonna work, but we'll make it work regardless. So the first thing I don't like about this foundation is that there is no pump, and it's just like a jar that you have to pour the foundation out from. I have this Sephora, this is just a Flawless Airbrush foundation brush, but I'm just gonna use this to put it on my skin. I don't know how much I need either. It's one thing with like trying new foundations, you like never know how much you're gonna need. I also like to carry it down my neck, so that way everything is the same color, especially since I fake tan, well, spray tan. And then I'm gonna use this Real Techniques blending sponge. I use the Beauty Blender all the time and I love it. This is definitely more dense. It's not as like squishy, I feel like, but I've heard people love this. So I'm gonna go ahead and pounce the foundation into my skin. Oh, and I've dampened it first. So if you use a sponge, I always dampen them and then just squeeze them in a towel before using them to apply. And it's important to pounce and not like swipe. So you really want to just pounce the foundation into your skin. So I feel like it blended out nicely. And it doesn't look too matte. I feel like because of the primer, there's still some glow. I feel like I need to add another layer to a few areas. I feel like my cheeks and down here get red, are red all the time. So I usually, pretty much with all foundations, just end up adding another layer to those spots. All right, so the foundation is blended in. Oh wow. So I feel like I don't normally set my foundations, but with this one I definitely don't feel like if you're someone who sets them you would need to, because it already feels set. It doesn't feel heavy on the face, it doesn't feel cakey, and I added a second layer, so I'm gonna get a mirror and look closer up, but yeah, I feel like it looks pretty nice. So for concealer, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Super Stay Better Skin. And this is in the shade Light Medium. I have the Maybelline Fit Me and the Maybelline Age Rewind, and I like both of those foundations. So I figured I'd give this one a try. I'm just going to put it under my under eyes. Down the bridge of my nose. And a little on my forehead, on my chin. The dots aren't for anything special. Sometimes I do dots, sometimes I just like swipe it, but figured I'd do some dots. And I'll just take the other end of that sponge and blend it in. So this this concealer, what I notice right off the bat is that it has a pinkier undertone. So that's not my favorite. And it's a little thicker in consistency than the other Maybelline ones that I use. And then I have this Essent All About Matte Fixing Compact Powder, and I bought this because it was like $3. I never had anything from the brand Essence before, but when I saw their prices, I was like, man, I have to try at least a few things out. I've heard about them before and I've seen other YouTubers use them, but I never have, so I wanted to give them a try. So I'm just going to use, this is a Real Techniques setting brush, and I'm just going to put the powder wherever I put the concealer to set it. So I'm going to stop right there for the base makeup and move on to my eyes. I like kind of letting all of that set before moving in with my bronzers and highlighters, and so I usually at this point stop and get my eye makeup done and then see what all I need to do on the face. So I'm going to start off with brows. I like doing my brows always before doing any sort of eye makeup. I feel like they really shape your face and shape your eyes and give me a good guide on how I want to like map out my eye makeup. So I'm going to be going in with the NYX Micro Brow Pencil. And this is in the shade Chocolate. So what I do first always when I do my brows is I comb the brow hairs up and out and through. And then I just start filling them in. I feel like brows are one of those things that everyone kind of has their own technique and what works for them. I definitely have spent a lot of time obsessing over my brows and figuring out what works for me and my face shape and my eye shape. So I just use short strokes. I don't know if this color is the best for me. It is a little warm, and I love the Anastasia Brow Wiz, which is a brow pencil just like this. It has the spoolie and the product, and this kind of hurts. It's kind of scratchy, and the spoolie is kind of scratchy, and I feel like if you look really close, like the skin underneath the hairs is kind of getting red and a little irritated. It's not, I feel like the Anastasia one is creamier and I guess a little waxier. This one is kind of hard. And then in the front, I use little upward motions. All right, brows are done. I can't say that that was my favorite brow product I've ever used. I definitely like my Anastasia products much better. I even like the Benefit. I know I forget what their brow pencils are called, but I like theirs better. All right, now time to move on to the rest of the eyes. I was trying to find the NYX eyeshadow base, but they were all sold out like most of the NYX stuff was. So I'm just going to use the concealer for that. I do that sometimes. I probably go back and forth between using concealer and using an actual eyeshadow base, but concealer will work just fine. Oh, and this one, I actually really like this. This one evens out my skin tone, my eyelids, because I feel like my eyelids get really blue. And this actually looks really nice. I like it. I'm just using my finger for that. So for the eye makeup, I'm going to be using the NYX Avant Pop palette. So this is an angled shader brush that I got in my Ipsy. I got in my Ipsy bag one month. So I'm just going to, use this shade down here. It's a matte shade. I'm going to use that to just set the base. Alright, so now that my base is set, I'm going to use this shade right here and use that as a transition shade. I have the Morphe M433, and I'm just going to put that all in my crease. I have, obviously, I've said it before, really small hooded eyes, and so when I do my eyeshadow, I like to go out on the outer corner and kind of come to almost like a point like I was doing sort of a cat eye effect. It's not going to be a cat eye, but for me it's really helped to lift my eyes and make them look more lifted and not as like drooped down and hooded. So that's something I've found works really well for my eye shape and not bringing it down past this kind of line right here, my outer corner. So really it is just very important to keep blending and building up the eyeshadow. It's much easier to dip your brush into the eyeshadow and get more, as opposed to trying to correct if you put too much on your lid. Or your eyes, your crease, wherever, not just your lid. Alright, now I'm going to take this medium toned brown shade, which is also a matte, and put that a little lower in the crease. And like I said, just start off lightly. You can always blend more. And this is a Sigma E25 blending brush. Oh my gosh, these brushes are so soft. Like, they're incredible. Like, I like my Morphe brushes, but these Sigma brushes are totally worth the price. They're not like too crazy expensive, but they're definitely more than the Morphe brushes. Alright, I like how my crease looks, so now I'm just going to take that transition shade again and just kind of go over the edges. So now I'm going to take this champagne shimmery shade and pack that all over my lids. Lids, yes. I do have two of them. Let's see. Oh, this is a flat shader brush from Urban Decay. It was in one of my Naked palettes and I do like it. So I'm just going to put that on the lid, and this color has such good color payoff. Seriously, I didn't even, as you saw, like I didn't even wet my brush, and it looks so nice, and you can really see the shimmer. I feel like some shimmer eyeshadows, you can barely see them. These are really nice. I'm going to take that brown again and just blend. Alright, now I'm going to take a small little pencil brush. This is the Sigma E30 pencil brush, and go into that brown and just kind of put it on my not my waterline, my lower lash line. And then I'm going to take this Sigma, oh, there's tape on it, this Sigma Small Tapered Blending. It's E45, and I'm going to take the transition shade and blend out the brown. Alright, I like how my lower lash line looks. I am going to add some brown more onto my outer corner. I feel like it helps define my crease a little more since I don't have much of a crease. I'm just going to pack that on. Alright, now I'm going to take, this is just a little brush that I got in my Ipsy bag, and I'm going to take this shimmer color, this light shimmer color, and put that on my brow bone and my inner corner. Alright, the eyeshadow is done for this look, and I'm just going to put on some mascara and some false lashes to complete the eye look. So for mascara, I'm going to use the L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black. I've heard so much about this, and it's really affordable, and I've heard it's awesome, so I'm going to give it a try. Oh, I like the wand. Looks like a nice, dense wand. Oh my gosh, you guys, this mascara is awesome. Seriously, like, wow. I didn't even curl my lashes and it looks like I did. Like, this might be one of the best mascaras I've ever used. Holy cannoli. Wow. It's definitely like a drier, clumpier formula, so if you don't like that, I'm not sure if you would like this mascara, but I seriously love it. Like, I feel like I don't even need false lashes. I'm gonna use some because I bought some new ones from Ulta in the drugstore section, but wow. Alright, so this is the finished eye look with just mascara. I am going to go ahead and just pop on these lashes. These are the Eyelure Luxe in Opulent. I am not the type of person who wears lashes every day. I'm not even the type of person to wear like a full face of makeup every day, but I figured for this look, trying something new at the drugstore, I'm going out for my anniversary tonight, figured I might as well put some on. With this mascara, I feel like you don't even need it. Like, I'm obsessed with it. But I'm going to do these off camera because I'm not quite quite there yet to put these on camera. So I'm gonna go put those on and then come back. So these are definitely the most dramatic lashes I've ever worn. I don't know if you can tell, but yeah, they they go up to my eyelash, not my eyelashes, my eyebrows. So now I'm going to move on to the rest of the face. I'm going to start by bronzing. I have the Essent Contour Powder. Just like the Essence setting powder that I used, this one was like $3 or $4 as well. So I have a different highlighter, so I'm not going to use the highlighting side. I'm just going to use the bronzing side, and this is in the shade 02 Medium. And this is a Luxie Large Angled brush. And I'm just going to bronze up my face, semi-contour, and so that means I'm just going to put it in the hollows of my cheeks and around my hairline and then my jawline. And that's pretty much where I always put bronzer, and if I go and sometimes I do like more of just an all over bronze, and then sometimes I do a more like defined contour, but I'm not going to do that today. I guess I could, since I'm going out. So this powder It's really nice. It's really finely milled. It's really soft. It's not super pigmented. It's definitely more subtle, which I'm sure some people would like that. It kind of reminds me of the same color as the Benefit Hoola. The Hoola is definitely much more pigmented, but this is nice. I'm going to take this little small contour brush from the brand Schmiss Glam. I don't know, I got it in an Ipsy bag a few months ago, but I like using it to target the, oops, wasn't trying to flick you guys off, the higher part of my cheekbone to do a more kind of defined contour. So that is it for bronzing. Now I'm going to take the Makeup Revolution Vivid Baked Highlighter, and this is in the shade Radiant Lights. And I'm going to use, I love this Real Techniques setting brush to highlight with. I also use this for setting my under eyes. Normally I use my damp beauty blender with a loose powder, like I said, and I used a beauty blender for that, but I love this brush for highlighting. So I'm just gonna put that, whoa. Do you see that? Holy cannoli. It's definitely like, let's see. It's definitely like a white highlight. It might be too light for my skin tone. This was the only color they had. I believe they have one that is more champagne-y. And I feel like I would have liked that one better, but man, this is blinding. Well, now that I'm glowing to the gods, I'm going to move on to my lips. And I just have a butter lipstick from NYX. Actually, I need to open this. And I've never tried their butter lipsticks before. I've used their butter glosses, and so I figured I would try a lipstick. This is in the shade Snack Shack, and it's just a nice nude. Let's see. Ooh, it feels really nice. So that is it swatched. I need more up close mirror for this. Man, it really does feel like butter. It feels so nice on the lips, especially since I've been wearing more matte lipsticks and liquid lipsticks lately when I have been wearing lip stuff, that this feels so nice. Alright guys, so this is the finished look of my full face, yes, full face first impression with all Drugstore products. I was impressed with a fair amount and not so impressed with a fair amount. The foundation, if you look closely in the light, has already started to like break up on my cheeks, and my cheeks, I mean my face was hydrated really well, so I'm not really sure what the deal with that was. I'm going to try to use it again with a different primer and see if maybe that helps, but I'm not really loving how the foundation is sitting on my skin, but I love how the eyes turned out. I like the lipstick. Yeah, so I'd say some stuff I like, some stuff I don't like. I'm going to leave all the product names in the description box below, so that way you guys can see everything that I used in this video. And again, if you liked it, please give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe to my channel for more videos. And let me know if you guys have any recommendations, any tips, any tricks, or any videos that you guys would like to see. Thanks for watching.